welcome to another edition of Gale Force Wins the Force-8 Hometown Edition, right here on board HMCS Montreal in beautiful Souda Bay in the middle of the Mediterranean Ocean, talking to sailors in the Canadian Navy. Damien, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Damien Paton. I'm a sailor first class bosun. I'm from Selkirk, Ontario.
So Damien, let's stop you right there for a second. Where's Selkirk? Explain to people where that is.
It's always my joy to instruct people on how to find Selkirk, Ontario. So if you know where Hamilton is, you just go down one road, and then we're right by Lake Erie. If you don't know where Hamilton is, that's a bit worrisome. So Toronto, you just take the highway, you pass Hamilton, you go down the other road, and it's right on Lake Erie.
Well, there you go. There's a little lesson in the Ontario 400 highway system and finding Selkirk. What brought you to the Navy, coming from Selkirk, Ontario?
I was in Air Cadets my teenage years. My grandfather has owned sailboats his entire life. He lived on a sailboat with my grandma in the Bahamas for 5 years when I was a kid. So basically all my sailing experience before I came here, I've been going on his ship every 2 weeks, every summer when I was like 3. I have a fairly big military background within my family. Both great-grandfathers served in World War II. Both my grandfathers were police officers. So, and it dates back further than that, but we don't have enough time for that. But yeah, it's just something I've always enjoyed. I've always enjoyed sailing, and what better job is there to see the world, sail, and I get paid for it doing something I really love.
It's fantastic. I mean, you sound like your family has quite a service background, and thank you for that, and that deep family connection to the military is fantastic. But I'm curious, if you enjoyed sailing so much, what drew you to Air Cadets?
To be honest, this is going to sound a bit stupid. It was the closest thing around.
Right. The
closest Sea Cadet Corps was about an hour drive away.
Right.
And I don't think my mom wanted to drive that far. So Air Cadets,
I don't blame her.
Air Cadets being only 20 minutes away was all right. It was I actually enjoyed the experience because I was already sailing with my grandfather during the summers.
Yeah.
So I was getting a different element background to it, and I was still getting the same leadership and all that experience from Air Cadets that I would have gone in Sea Cadets.
So you, sorry, Alan. So you used to join your grandfather and grandmother, went down south and sail with them?
We went down one time.
Yeah.
When we were there.
You were young then, I guess, were you?
Oh, I was 5 or 6. We went for Christmas.
Wow. For Christmas.
Yeah.
What an experience.
Yeah. My mom, dad, my sister, we went down to Disney World. We spent a week there, I think, and Christmas Eve we spent on my grandfather's boat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damien, it sounds like you're having a great time on board. Tell us what you do on board the ship.
What I do on board a ship?
Yeah.
Well, mainly I drive the ship. When I'm not driving the ship, I'm a lookout, so I just look out the window, make sure we don't hit anything.
Yeah.
Or if we see wildlife, people can come up and enjoy the marine life that we see. And also I fire the 50 cals.
Thing behind us here.
Yep. This one's automated, but it can also be manual as well.
Damien, what would you tell people that are considering a career in the Navy?
Think about it. It's a big one. If you don't think you're going to enjoy the hard stuff, give it a good real thought, because with the amount of hard stuff, there's an equal or more amount of good times, because we can go a long time with hard times, like sailing more than 2 weeks without seeing land. So that can be real tough on some people who aren't mentally prepared for it. So the key thing would be just don't focus on the bad or the hard times. Focus on what you've been enjoying, what's coming ahead. Just hang out with friends you've made on ship, because trust me, the friends on ship are going to make life a whole lot easier. And if you just be by yourself, that's what breaks people.
That's great advice. Jerry, your thoughts?
Well, you know, again, mom, dad, whoever's responsible for this young man, wow, you're such an articulate young man. If I think back to when I was your age, and I probably wasn't as articulate as you and wasn't as thoughtful. So I think, Damien, you're on the right path, my friend. Keep doing what you're doing, and thank you.
Thank you.
Damien, any messages for the folks back home?
I just want to say hi to my dog, Maya. She's very sad without me. My mom sends me pictures of her all the time. Hi, Mom. Also, I don't forget you. I remember you too. You're taking care of my dog. Dad, hi. My sister, my nieces and my nephew, and my grandparents. I miss you guys, and I can't wait to spend my post-deployment leave with you guys.
Well, what another wonderful edition of Gale Force Winds, the Force-8 Hometown Edition, right here on board HMCS Montreal. And I, too, like to leave the podcast with my own piece of advice, and that is the world needs more HMCS Montreal, and Canada needs more Damien Paton. Thanks, Damien.
Thank you.
Cheers.